Welcome, Metalheads, to another game of Dead by Daylight. Today, we have a doctor game, this time with the new Iron Maiden skin. This skin has unique music with it too, but I can't use it on this video because YouTube will hit me with a copyright strike if I do. If you've seen my previous doctor video, or you already know how he plays, feel free to skip ahead. Timestamps are in the comments. Also, after the video will be a recap, talking about how the match went. The Doctor is a killer that specializes in information, using his shocks to interrupt survivors and make them scream. Every time a survivor is shocked, their madness level increases. At Madness Tier 3, survivors will automatically scream at random intervals and be unable to do the most basic actions until they manually calm down. To shock survivors, the Doctor has both a short-range shock that briefly prevents survivors from interacting with windows or pallets, and a much larger static blast that just makes survivors scream, which is great for learning their locations and applying an additional stack of madness. But what's most important about Doctor for today's game are his add-ons. All of his add-ons add different effects to his shocks. We're using the double calm add-ons, which increases tear radius when your static blast is ready to use and shrinks your tear radius when it's on cooldown. This tear radius is important for Starstruck, a perk that exposes all survivors in your tear radius whenever you pick up a survivor. Exposed survivors will be down with a single hit. Supporting this, our tear radius will be further increased with Agitation, which boosts the tear radius while carrying a survivor, in addition to giving us a speed boost, which lets us cover more ground, expose more survivors, and more easily get to good hooks. Once we hook a survivor, we will immediately blast, which will shrink our tear radius drastically while showing us where the survivors we just exposed are. With Monitor and Abuse, our tear radius is even smaller outside of a chase. Altogether, we expose a huge chunk of the map with Starstruck and suddenly become very sneaky to get some free downs. To help us find survivors, we have Awakened Awareness as our final perk, which reveals the auras of all nearby survivors while carrying a downed one. We will expose far more than Awakened Awareness will reveal, but it will still give us some very valuable information, even when Starstruck is on cooldown. Our build has no slowdown, and the Doctor himself is not a very strong killer, so we are relying on throwing the survivors so off balance that we can snowball to victory. But will it be good enough? Well, there's one way to find out. Alright, Badham Preschool. Probably the worst map on the game for killer. Alright, first let's use our shock and see if we can find anybody. Okay, a lot of options. I'm going to leave them in the basement for now. It'll be a little too hard to snowball from that. 2 over here should be pretty good. See if I can cut through the building here. I hear Ash off to my right, but I'm gonna go for her. Don't know why you're walking, but I'll take the free hit. Range a little too short with the basic add-ons, which is unfortunate. Doctor's got a buff coming, so that should help him out a lot. If she just camps pallets, she's a free down against Doctor. Okay, we know there's that gen being worked on right there. Let's get a little Starstruck action here. Yeah, come on, try to take a hit. Come on. Yeah, hold on. Let's get the slugging started. I think on a map like this, my only real chance is if I do a bit of slugging. I know people are going to complain about that, but when you're playing one of the weakest killers on the game, on one of the hardest maps for the killer, you take what advantages you can use. I know if I try to pick her out, she'll wiggle free. She's got enough wiggle progress. One key thing to keep in mind with Starstruck. Oh, hold on. Okay, let him run off. They're definitely gonna go for the pickup. Or maybe not. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I'm not gonna run him on this this fence here. I'm gonna head back. Yeah, they know I can't possibly hook this person here. I'll just let her wiggle and down her quickly. I'll try to hook her though. Yeah, not even close. Well, it's still activated Starstruck, so if there's anybody nearby, I should be able to get a hit in. This little building I'm in is affectionately known as the House of Pain, for how miserable it is to play. Let's hope she plays sloppy. No, she's not even going to play it. She's just going to run. Okay. Okay, we're in kind of a bad spot right now. Wait, I see her. Okay, I hear her below me. This main building is another tough structure to run as killer. Okay, she just came from pallets. Let's see if I can cut her off. Yeah, she's not looking where she's going. Now I know I gotta kick this door open if I want to try to get to a hook. I don't know if basement's here, but I'm not gonna risk it. With agitation, this should be a pretty easy hook. And I can even expose a lot of the map. Okay, they're on that gen over there. Yeah, I know you're there. You can't hide from me. And nice flashbang. Hold on, watch this. Watch this. Gotcha. And they're gonna wiggle, of course, but totally worth it. In fact, I could probably get to her and down her too. Yeah, she doesn't know what she's doing. You can tell she doesn't look behind her. She just drops as she's running. Okay, with the agitation, I should have no problem getting you to a hook. And maybe even see an aura with Awaken Awareness. No? No luck. Oh, they're going for the unhook. Oh, wow. Little blast, get their madness up. Back down you go. And down you go too. See the little static on her portrait right there? That means she's madness tier 3. Okay, let's head back over here. Awaken Awareness shows me where 2 people are. Okay, she's running off in the wrong direction. Let's go for my slug. Okay, I'm picking her up just as my Starstruck is getting off cooldown. And he's not going to be expecting this, Mr. Full Health. Just barely got him. One thing with Starstruck is that it has a 30-second... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, that's so satisfying. It has a 30-second duration, but a 60-second cooldown. I keep track of this by remembering that when the right side is totally covered with red, that means Starstruck's on cooldown. But if there's even a sliver that's not red, then they're still exposed. This match has just been so frantic though, I can't really talk about the build. That's just the way these Starstruck builds work sometimes. Okay, let's see if I can hook her really quick and get back over there. See if I can get that last slug on the hook before the unhook. She's dead though, so that's nice. Oh, wait a minute. Here she is. And she's the one that doesn't look where she's going. Sorry, Steve. Back on the ground for you. Yeah, if she's running down here, she's desperate. Okay, let's end this game. Okay, I see that Ash just went second stage. So even if he gets unhooked, it's going to be pretty bad for him. Not much I can do with this pallet here but shock her and force her to run. Oh, I think she makes it to the hook in time. It has to be these survivors. Ah, and I can down him there because he lost his borrowed time effect from doing a healing action. Bam. And there we go. Oh man, what a game. Okay, one. Grab my glyph. It's just for a challenge. 2. And 3. Ooh, a very tense game there. If I had let even one guy up, that could have gone way differently. If they had been able to reset, they could have easily won this game. What a game, huh? Well, you see that even with our victory there, they still got down the 2 gems remaining. When you run a build like this that's a little bit more gimmicky, you run the risk of gens going by really quickly. In fact, I'd say there's probably about 2 different types of games you're going to see with a build like this. One, where you're on a very strong map for survivors, and they know what they're doing, and they're going to rush through that game as fast as possible. The game is probably going to go a bit like this one, where you have to chain together downs very quickly and keep control of the game. If you let it slip even once, it's likely the end. The other alternative that you might get is a little bit more of a hit and run, which is what I was originally going for. In a situation like that, you down a survivor, you would pick them up and hook them, use the Starstruck from that to sneak up on another survivor and down them. But as you saw with this, sometimes games just go by too fast to make that viable. If you enjoyed this build but you want to make it a little bit more competitive, you can easily replace Monitor and Abuse and even Awaken Awareness for slowdown perks, such as Pop Goes the Weasel, or a Scourge Hook perk like Pain Resonance. Scourge Hook perks synergize pretty well with Agitation too, since you're able to hook on farther hooks. Well, that's the build, and I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any other unique builds you'd like to see, or any killers you'd like, let me know in the comments below. And of course, thanks for watching.